more Jamaican, because me thinking of a Jamaican actor right now, off my head, maybe the only few people may I get is Samuel. What name Oliver Samuel?
Oliver
Uh,
Samuels.
yes, me, I one of them. Probably, if you call it top five actor in Jamaica, probably Oliver Samuel are there in the top five
Yeah.
for most of it. That's how that's how limited our actors is in Jamaica. So that's why I say again, in a sense, the scouting as well, is the fact that probably them can't find an actor who really can step up to the power of Bob Marley in this case as well.
But you know what I find too,
Hmm.
with Jamaica, Jamaicans are such interesting people. You know what I mean? As far as like comedic and every type of way. And
Yeah.
like when I watch the stand up scene in America, even in different countries, you can name you can name hundreds, if not thousands, of guys that can go up on any open mic, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
basically tear down the place with jokes, right?
Yeah.
Have basically a strategy as far as like how they're gonna start the show, the things that they're gonna talk about, to joke about,
Yeah.
and to get certain reactions, and basically
Yeah.
hold a stand-up show.
Yes. Yeah.
Up to this point in my life, there's a handful of guys in Jamaica that I can think of that can do
Right.
that. Why is it that
Right.
Jamaica isn't producing enough stand up guys? Because most of the guys that I'm seeing, they're skits. It's mostly
Yeah.
skits. We need guys that can come and hold the mic and just talk, smack, hold for like an hour and just have the
Yeah.
crowd for an hour. Like we need to improve our stuff, because a lot of the guys that get into acting, they start with stand up in comedy,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that's how you get out there. So I feel like that's one of the things that we could do different as Jamaican actors. I don't know, I'm just saying.
We need, yeah, man, that's true. We need more exposure, right? That are one of the things for sure. We definitely need more exposure, and confidence are the next thing too. Confidence, you see me? Compared to an American actor, as you rightly say, most of them start out in a like stand-up comedy. Go in front of audience and them little stuff there. No, if acting at them element basically. Jamaicans, may I tell you one thing with Jamaican, when me see, we're naturally talented, If you sit down and watch some of these skits, just some random skits with Jamaicans put on, yo, you laugh, But you take that person and put them on a big movie, that person they gonna be totally different. It almost like him all time element. So I think it's the exposure that we Jamaican actors, or we Jamaicans, and our actors now get. We not get that much exposure.
I think I don't know, but
Hmm.
maybe I'm not seeing it. But there's a lot of guys that are doing skits and stuff. Love to what they're doing. They're making the money. Nah, bad mind. None of the youth them for what them I do. But
Right.
I think that these youths have so much potential to go to the other level if they would only sit back, go study the Americans, yo. Go study
Yeah.
Eddie Griffin. Go study Kevin Hart. Go study
Yes.
Richard Pryor. Go study Eddie Murphy. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
Chris Tucker.
But
Like
but
go
but
study these. Like you don't have to study. You don't have to have a Jamaican example to learn how to do stand up, bro. You could go study a no name guy, has no name, that does open mic somewhere in Miami or something. You know what I mean? At the Improv or
yeah.
wherever, and just try to have an understanding of the method of how they break down they basically their set, and how they put it together, and how like you got to do
Yeah.
that, and you're not gonna get to the next level just doing skits. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
just not. You're not gonna get to the next level. You gotta
That's definitely
go
true.
study stand up, and when you're good at stand up, you don't have to do stand up with a Jamaican crowd. You don't.
There you
Because
go.
stand
Yeah.
up isn't about just being Jamaican. Stand up is about studying the crowd that you're going to
Right.
perform in front of, learning the cultural nuances and all that stuff, and using
Right.
it as a part of your bit.
That's definitely true. Cause right now you're talking to me, and I'm here sitting thinking about a Jamaican that does stand up, and I can't get nobody can come to mind.
Only
You
one
know
person can come to my mind right now,
who
and
that?
The guy we acting at the movie The Runner. Are The Runner at name?
Runner. Yeah.
What the guy name, man? There's this guy with dreads that he has a podcast and stuff like that. I can't remember his name right now.
Yes, man. I even just like I said to you now. So
He's the only
that's a Will
one.
Smith movie. That's
No,
Will Smith
is
and
that
Jada
a?
Smith movie, right?
I don't know if Will Smith or Jada Smith
Yeah,
in
man.
it.
Will Smith did direct it, man. The Runner. It
The
just come
Runner.
out probably about 4 years ago.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember. It's a brain, whatever. But
I
that
know,
guy,
I know who you're
man,
talking.
I wish I hold on. I gotta look him up. What the guy name again, man? Jesus Christ. And he has a podcast. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'll make sure I give him a shout out. What's his podcast name again? Beat.
I got a Sprinter name, man. Not the
Sprinter.
Runner, Sprinter.
Sprinter. What name?
Now look at me see him name. Cass.
Yeah.
But look at this. Look at this. Even on the cast.
Dale
right,
Elliott. Dale Elliott.
Eh?
Dale Elliott him name.
Dale Elliott.
Yeah.
So you know the funny thing is, I'm on IMDb, right? Looking on the Sprinter. He's the main actor, and he's not even on it. On the cast.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing, right? But look, he
Uh-huh.
if he keeps on taking this serious, he might go far. Sky's the limit because he can work. He can work a Jamaican crowd. He can work an American crowd. He can work a Caribbean crowd. He can work a crowd from anywhere because he understands stand up. Is that what? That's what I got from him.
Yeah, may I ask you one of this? So why them never use him to play Bob Marley? I think he would be a good one as well.
Right.
You know?
He could have played it. Yeah, he could have played it.
I know the facial features alone, with Bob Marley, because clearly when you look at this,
He would have killed. I think he would have killed it. He would have killed that role.
There you go.
He would have killed.
Exactly.
Being that he's also Jamaican, he would have killed that role.
I mean, exactly. So that kind of tell we say maybe American look for we as incompetent then for sure.
Yeah.
Because we have an actor we could have played the role properly.
That has had success before in other films, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So
Big up yourself, Dale Elliott. I'm sorry I forgot your name, bro. If you ever see this, sorry I forgot your name, bro.
yeah,
but
man. Manners and respect.
yeah,
Man. We love
yeah.
the craft.
We love the
I
craft.
still love the skip them too.
Yeah, we love the skits. We watch the podcast and everything like that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, man.
I never even watched the movie. I learned about him.
The movie is good, man.
I never watched, but I'm gonna watch it. I learned about him through the podcast. So I learned about him outside of the movie, and I saw him do a stand up in Canada the other day. I didn't go in person, but I saw him. Somewhere I saw it on YouTube, just the way how the man control the crowd and think about the things that he's gonna put in his that he put in his set, that the cultural nuances within that particular demographic of the audience.
Mm-hmm.
That shows me that okay, this is a guy that has done his homework.
Naturally talented man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's more of what I want to see. I mean, we have a lot of guys that do skits, they're funny and all, but I think a lot of guys should follow. If you don't have somebody that you could follow that's Jamaican, then Dale Elliott would be somebody that's on the rise. That they could look up to and say, oh, so this is how you do it. He gets it.
But the funny thing is, most of these actors what we have are just local actors. You see what I say? Local actors will come to these basically local movies what we have.
Right.
You barely find, and I mean, it's also the actor's fault as well for bringing forth the culture, because we should have stand up. Like I assume, like some countries will stand up against certain movie, and say why isn't there or people playing this role? For example, if it's an iconic movie like this is a Bob Marley now, it's an iconic movie.